Our present BCO 35-1 reads as follows: all persons of proper age and intelligence are competent witnesses, except such as do not believe in the existence of God or a future state of rewards and punishments. Either party has the right to challenge a witness whom he believes to be incompetent, and the court shall examine and decide upon his competency. And forgive me, Mr. Moderator, I did not announce myself. Teaching Elder Zack Groff, Calvary Presbytery.
Thank you, sir.
The minority, well, notice in our current BCO that the court's criteria for judging competency is fourfold: proper age, proper intelligence, belief in God, and belief in a future state of rewards and punishments. If the minority report's proposed amended language is ratified, then a court that finds a potential witness incompetent for any reason other than age or intelligence commits a grossly unconstitutional action of denying that, quote, all persons of proper age and intelligence are competent witnesses, end quote, which is the proposed amended language. Thus, our courts would be hamstrung in their ability to make examination and trial of a potential witness's competency. In other words, if in the eyes of the court a potential witness proves himself or herself under examination as hostile or malicious to the court and its purposes, which disposition would properly fall under the headings of either belief in God or belief in a future state of rewards and punishments, for why else would you be hostile and malicious to Christ's church, then the court can't rule such a one as incompetent, as long as the two conditions of proper age and proper intelligence are reasonably found to obtain by the court. The presenter of the minority report defended the minority report's proposal, at least partially, for the sake of liberating our courts. I believe that language of liberation of our courts was used. However, the proposal that he presented constrains our courts in the matter of determining witness competency by removing a key constitutional mechanism and protection of our church, Christ's church, and her courts from being yoked to unbelievers in potentially catastrophic ways. Now, you might object and say, well, a court can still find that evidence or that testimony incredible, and thus we distinguish between competency and credibility. But what I'm seeking to propound here or to argue for in support of the Overtures Committee recommendation is that we have a very useful protection available to us that the minority report as presented is asking us to surrender. And I think that that is a very dangerous thing to do. What I would much prefer us do, especially if we have the words of some sister denominations ringing in our ears, which the previous speaker cited, is to revisit this matter, and rather than removing a tool out of our toolbox, removing a protection, a piece of armor from the church, let's rethink this and instead expand the tools in our toolbox to be able to receive that evidence which may or may not be pertinent in the prosecution and examination of matters that come before us. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you, sir.